guys, it's coffee time. Sorry that a video didn't go up yesterday. I got home late and then I was just really tired and then I fell asleep. So, you know, the norm, it's either, when I don't put up a video, it's either I got really tired and fell asleep, or it's YouTube was being a brat. Those are the two reasons that I would not upload. But today is Super Bowl Sunday, when people come together and enjoy one another's company. But I decided to stay home. I feel bad because I was invited to I think 2 different Super Bowl parties, and I was like, I don't know football, I could watch those commercials later. I could just stay home, maybe kill some colossi and order some Chinese food. So that's what I did. I ordered a bunch of Chinese food, which is so good. And played more Shadow of the Colossus. I am officially halfway through that game. Well, assuming that 8 colossi in means that I'm halfway through that game. So that's exciting. And I'm starting to hear her breathing. She's starting to kind of say things to me, and I'm like, oh, that eel one though. I don't know why that was so hard for me. I hate when it gets to the point, I wish that you could turn off hints in that game. I wish so hard, because if you take too long trying to figure out how to kill one of the colossi, then the little God voice shows up and he's like, hey, do this. Hey guy, do this. And I go, no, don't tell me no! Makes me so upset. But sometimes even when he says things, I'm like, what? So, you know, that's a thing. But, yeah, killed 8 of them's colossi, so that's good. Doing well in that game. It's fun. At first, I really didn't like Aggro. Aggro is your horse. I was not a fan. I was like, this is the derpiest horse. I do not like this horse. Holy goodness. But I'm getting attached to it. I think because the only, living things that you interact with are, there are birds sometimes, there are lizards sometimes, but you don't fight anything except the colossi, so the entire travel distance, it's just you and your horse, hanging out. If you go into a forest, he's like, I'm gonna run into every tree, and you're like, cool, that's great, thank you. But, no, I'm starting to get attached to him. I'm starting to not dislike him as much, so whatever. I would recommend this game. Even though I'm only halfway through, I'm going to say right now I would recommend this game. It's great because, like I said, there's no other things in the game that you fight. Literally each colossus is a level, and it's awesome. You can't think of them as a boss. My coworker and I were talking about this because he's beaten it, and I was also talking about this with Allie, because it's her favorite game. It's just great because some of the colossi, they take a while and you get frustrated, but if you think of it as an entire level, their body is a level, then you don't get as frustrated, I don't think. It's gonna take time. It's not gonna be a standard boss battle. It's a really cool game. I like it a lot. So yeah, played a lot of that, and what else did I do? Trolled around on Tumblr and saved a million GIFs. GIFs. It's funny because I don't remember how I used to say that, because now I've been involved in so many conversations where people have argued about how to say it that now I don't remember how I used to pronounce it. And so I try to adjust. No matter how I say it initially, I go, that was wrong, wasn't it? I don't even remember which one I don't even remember. GIFs. GIFs. GIFs sounds right. But I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know! The world is so confusing! Yes. Also, there's this huge movement happening online where people are wearing I Believe in Sherlock Holmes shirts that say Moriarty was real. And I don't think you could see that, but that was me dragging my hand across my shirt. Sometimes I forget that you can't just see everything that's happening in my universe. I'm like, can't you? Oh, the cat's doing something funny. Can't you see? No? Oh. I don't know if I could wear one of those shirts. I don't know why, but seeing so many people wearing them and so many people printing off things, putting up posters that say I believe in Sherlock Holmes, I was like, Would I wear that? I don't know. I don't know if I would wear that. I'll tell you something that I would not do. No, I can't tell you! Oh my god! Why did I even start that sentence? I was gonna totally ruin something for one of the episodes in season 2. I almost ruined something. I'm so glad I stopped myself. Oh my god, that would have been terrible. Spoiler alert. Oh man. Well, there's something else Sherlock Holmes related that I would never do. Never do. And that's all that I'm gonna tell you. Yeah. So I've also decided, so that thank you video, it's taken me forever to edit because I keep forgetting that it exists. This is the issue that happens if I film something and then don't edit it immediately, is that I'll forget it is real, that is a thing. And so since then, I've gotten a few more things. So now I'm like, should I just film opening the other things and then just make it one big video, or turn it into 2 videos, or I'm not sure. So it's not very late tonight, so I'm probably, after I film this, I'm probably just going to film myself opening the rest of the boxes and then just make a gigantic video, because why not? I don't know, I always feel like, I always feel bad making like part 1, part 2 things, and I don't know why. Have I ever even done that? Is this just a thing that I feel strongly about for no reason? I think it might be. You know why? I think it's because, before Mike got partnered, because I don't know if it's still like this, but when you're not, originally when you weren't partnered on YouTube, there was a limit to how long a video could be for you to upload it. So, like, when Mike would do casts, he would have to do like part 1, part 2, part 3 for just one game, if it was long enough. And people would always, in his comments, be like, I can't believe that you're like trying to get more views out of us by just like turning this into like 3 videos. That's like so uncool. And it always made me laugh because I was like, he doesn't have a choice. Like, there's nothing he can do. But because of that, I think I always, whenever I'm like, oh, maybe I'll turn this into like a part 1, part 2, I go, maybe I shouldn't. I don't want people to think I'm trolling for views. But it's more like, I don't know what other, well, I don't know how I could, maybe I just can't, maybe I couldn't justify doing that. Except that render time would be way less, and that would be great. To be able to be like, well, I'm just gonna render half of this and then upload that, and then while the other part is rendering, you know, it'll be uploaded and it'd be great. So I guess that's a reason. That could be a reason. Because sometimes those uploads, if they're too long, they just won't ever upload. I don't know how Day9 does it, because whenever I look at his videos, I'm like, these are long videos! And TB, too. Like, these are long videos! I feel like, with my luck, with my technology luck, if I ever tried to upload a video that was like an hour and a half, explosions would happen on the internet. The internet would just, it would die. And then it would go, we just couldn't let you get this video up. I'm sorry, we couldn't let it happen, so we had to blow up the internet. And then I would feel really bad because I fought so hard against SOPA, but in the end I was the reason that the internet died. That was weird. That was a weird tangent that just happened. But yeah. So anyway, so after this, I'm going to film the rest of the thank yous, and then turn it into one big video. And that's how I'm going to spend my evening, and possibly do another Sherlock Holmes Jack the Ripper video. Because you know what? Everybody else is watching football. And so I'm gonna not watch football. The end. That's how I feel. I just don't get football. Someday I'll have to watch it. I'll have to have somebody be like, this is this, and this is happening here. My mom has tried to do that before. It doesn't happen. American football. By the way. Not what we call soccer. American football. Anywho. I'm gonna go. So I hope that you guys had an awesome weekend. I had a really great weekend. But I will talk to you guys again tomorrow. Okay. Bye-bye. Mwah!